Greetings. Goddamn, I appreciate you. I have to make this quick, as we always say. Um, I'm gonna try. It's very difficult when you do these streams, and the title process is the hardest part because the information you really need and want to get over, it's very difficult to do that, and it gets very discouraging, to say the least. I think that's what's happening now is that there's an agenda that has slipped past our heads, our minds, our faces, our eyes. Um, Let me get straight to it. Salute to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's working late. Shout out to everybody that's up in the morning. I got to get this in because this is fresh off the presses. I don't know where I'm going to be after I wake up, God willing, right? So you always got to say that, right? And so um, tonight, first of all, let me just say this has been a topic. If you want to know my favorite topic, one of my favorite topics, but my top favorite topic is this topic here. The reason why I don't talk about it as often, it's very difficult to present. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different variables in this problem. And I just have to break this down while it's fresh off the press. So tonight I was in Brooklyn and I was in East New York. And disturbingly, I went there as an undercover, how do you say? I don't know how they say. I mean, I say undercover because that gay nigga like, oh, now Nate. No, uh, I went there as an undercover type of journalist doing some, research, what they call it, and it was just crazy, man. Me and my okay, okay. Let me just back this up. First of all, we was in Brooklyn all day and had a great time, and there was something that was just crazy. Like on the way back, I'm headed back home, and my daughter was just pointing out these fast food places on the way back. Now, I didn't, she ate already. Like, we just got you shrimp. We just had, but she's a kid. She's a baby. I still call her a baby. She wants what she likes, and I'm a sucker for her. That's my daughter, so I'm a sucker for her. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So she wants to stop at Popeyes. She wants to stop at McDonald's. No processed food, no garbage. You just have some good Jamaican food. All right, she wants to go to Wendy's. Okay, before we hit the little highway to cross the bridge, I'm like, all right, let me pull over here on Pennsylvania Avenue and Linden. Now, if anybody knows Brooklyn, they know that Brooklyn is very, you know, Brooklyn has a layout that can be very exciting. If you are living in any of the outskirts of the borough, if you live out in any other city, you will never get the experience like you're gonna get in Brooklyn. If you're in Manhattan, you gotta be in a hood. You're not gonna enjoy these other touristy areas. You gotta be in the hood. That's where the action's at, good and bad. You know what I mean? So moving along, um, we stopped at Wendy's and I started noticing. Now, I knew where I was at, but my wife was like, wow, what the hell's going on there? So we seen platinum wigs, all types of shit inside of it. Inside now we're on the drive through. You don't want to step inside this place because this is the prostitute headquarters where they eat. There's two places. There's the Popeyes chicken and Wendy's. Now, as you know, Popeyes is a little more expensive than shout out to Radine. What up, babe? Popeyes is a little more expensive than Wendy's because Wendy's you can get a bundle for like $5. Late night, when you leave a club, when you're drinking, even when you're having sex, You want a quick fix, you have a craving, and people crave fast food. Now, mysteriously, this shit is 10 o'clock in the evening, and it looks like these girls left the club, and it looks like it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, this particular one closed at 4 o'clock. That's late for Wendy's because Wendy's is never really 24 hours because they don't have to be like, even though they serve breakfast, most Wendy's are closed down at like 1 o'clock, 12 a.m., 1 o'clock. So this particular one was open at till 4. I'm like, why does that 4 look weird? And then I'm paying attention to it. I see the big poster on the restaurant, but inside was the part. Like, so we're in the truck, or whatever, and I'm looking. I'm like, yo, those are all prostitutes. So my wife's like, I figured that. I said, she didn't know it because she's not seeing no high heels and shit like that. I'm like, nah, nah, nah. Let me put this together. This is now we're like doing an investigation, right? So I'm like, yo, this is their shift. Whatever prostitute you see here, this is their shift. Now, I'm warning you all. You probably seen some of these prostitute locations in New York, um, and you probably seen the girls walking around in thongs and shit like that. Actually, looking very nice. Like girls are dressed all up, right? I'll get to that part. But you probably see it on damn Instagram. They showing you how the girls, some of these different states like Texas and St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? But here, these chicks was these prostitutes were done for the night. They had on, you know what I mean? They didn't have their heels on. I'm looking at where their heels are, whatever, whatever. So then we just started knowing in another. So then a set 6 or 7 get out and they go in the direction of Queens. So let's just go with the sake of saying they're going east, right? Now we're in East New York, which is Brooklyn. So it's a section in Brooklyn that's pretty rough. You know what I mean? I was born in East New York. East New York is in Brooklyn. It's next to Brownsville, um, and it's also next to Queens, New York. But it's like the end of Brooklyn, the east of Brooklyn, right? So they instead of calling it East Brooklyn, they call it East New York, right? So anyway, a lot of celebrities are from there. Uncle Murder and MOP. Well, MOP is from Brownsville, but it's all together. You know what I mean? Very, very crazy neighborhood, wild neighborhood, some decent blocks, whatever, whatever. So they was walking east. So I'm telling my wife, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna show you something wild tonight. Cause she likes seeing shit like that. I said, I'm gonna show you some, you know what I mean? A track, like where these girls be working at. So I'm like, it could be in 2 locations, either behind us where they're coming from or going towards Queens because there's industrial little blocks down there. So this line is going long, going slow. We just seeing whores and the whores just coming in and they're eating. They gathered up, but this is their headquarters. Like it's like seeing cops hanging out at Dunkin' Donuts, right? So, oh shit. So anyway, I try to get a little bit of footage, but it was hard because I need to take this yellow case off my phone. That's number one because I need to get me a black case so nobody can see me filming. But anyway, I caught them in the store, whatever, whatever, outside. So long story short, get to the drive-through. She's seen a lot. Like I said, yo, we're just gonna go east towards the Pink Houses. Pink Houses is the name of the projects. No associated, ain't nothing pink about it, but I'm pretty sure there's some historical things or history that breaks it down. But these are some crazy projects, all Crip land, not blood land. Is all East New York is mostly Crip land and shit. So shout out to Valley. What up, baby? So I go in the direction of, Queens. And I'm going down, down the block, whatever. And I noticed the industrial area was dead over there. So there was no girls walking over there. I'm like, I ain't nothing happening over here. You could see Johns flying through these blocks because you could always tell because they're looking to the left and the right. So they're long industrial blocks. So it's, the industrial. So at nighttime it's dead. So I'm like, nah, they gotta be on the other side. So I said, either way, it's gonna be a movie, right? So I make the U-turn and I cross back over Pennsylvania Avenue and I go into the, to the town. So we go down, whatever, whatever, and they ain't seeing nothing. But I'm like, they have to come from here because they're coming from. It's very simple. They're coming from where they coming from. They got to be coming from, west of where we're at, right? So we're cutting through the blocks. Now, my daughter at this time is playing with my phone or whatever, purposely, because she was sleeping and she woke up, obviously, to see Wendy's, right? So she's playing with the phone, whatever, whatever. Now, mind you, we're in a suburban, so my truck is tinted heavily, right? So I make the turn. I ain't gonna even get into the blocks because it's crazy. Like if I if I was able to have this live stream go on tonight, I wouldn't have been able to do it with my daughter and the wife in the car, right? I would have had to be in there dolo or with somebody to, you know what I mean? To be really, really doing this shit the right way. But I'm just like, damn, I can't go live. I can't go live. No big deal. Shout out to Pritchella. So boom, we hit it. I'm like, oh shit, there they go. So my wife's like, oh my God. She just seen all of these prostitutes walking. Now let me tell you the crazy shit. They're walking with thongs and garter belts. One girl's just walking with basically, she's just covering the pussy. Cause people don't understand. A woman could walk the street with her ass showing. She can't show a private part. But she could have a thong because technically she's covering her asshole, right? You could be topless legally, right? But these girls would dress so provocative. It's so funny how hip hop connects to where I'm going with this. Now, prior to this, Sexy Red's playing on the radio is Friday night. You can't even not listen to a station without Sexy Red popping up. I was just previously explaining the backtrack and telling my wife, I'm like, this music was created for hoes. Fuck culture. The whole it's not a culture because the culture would be thinking it's like something new. It's for hoes, period. Do you understand that when I'm going through this track, the only thing that was my mind was Sexy Red. And Ronnie, and yo, the soundtrack was hitting so hard because Sexy Red represents for such a big, massive community group lifestyle of women that you would not believe. People don't understand when you have the bulk of a community and it's a large community, not in a good way, in a bad way. Like Trump's situation, Trump got nothing but racist. And the majority of motherfuckers in America is hateful. So, what other better situation to have than the majority of his followers are racist? 98% of Trump's followers are racist. The other 2% is just dumb, right? So, anyway, it gets even worse. Like, no lie, man. When I tell you, first and foremost, there was a lot of white girls out there. White chicks now is in the hood, right? East New York is the hood. I don't care which way you cut it. But these are white girls probably from Long Island. They probably, prostitutes travel far for a reason because they don't want to, they'll stay in New York for the whole weekend and be living in Philly. You know what I mean? Or they don't live locally. Like people be thinking like you're on local grounds, but they probably don't live here because they're a prostitute, right? So anyway, even in strip clubs, they do the same shit, right? So we're seeing like now, mind you, they can't see my family because I'm in the front seat myself. They on some limousine shit. My wife's in the back, right? My daughter's in the back, obviously. So they can't see her. But if you're coming on, I don't have my windshield tinted. So if I'm coming into them, they could see somebody back there. So the suburban is a little scary because their whole thing is like, all right, he got the truck. If you want to get busy, we could do it in, but there's a hotel around the corner, whatever. But they're waving, right? Hello and good night. I got my windows cracked. I don't have it all the way down. My wife will tell you there wasn't one busted chick. All these motherfuckers were gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful skin. Even they have makeup, so at nighttime, skin's gonna look flawless. But white girls, big butts, thick. And it was crowded. So she's like, "How are they able to do this?" I said, "Because a cop would have to sit here all night and listen to where I'm going with this. And if they're sitting here all night, that's giving them other reasons to go elsewhere and do crimes for the perpetrators, right? So if all of the damn cops are over there trying to just, because all they got to do is park there and flash their lights, no man is going to roll up their cars because they're going to be scared the cop's going to pull them over. Even though a cop can't arrest you for prostitution unless she went and said, you tried to rape her, or it was a cop that went in and tried to play a decoy. But you can't just arrest a man and a woman gets in his car. They can't do shit about that. So it's a waste of time. Now there's a lot of cadets out here, meaning like people, cops that came out the academy. So in Brooklyn, in the five boroughs, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan, you're going to see at this time every year the graduating class is out in the summertime. What other better way to have it summer? But if you go into the city projects, they're all out there. You see two cops over here. They're all students. They all, cadets. They just got out the academy. None was over here because, again, they're going to give permission for the projects to let loose because all the cops are down there watching prostitutes, which is technically a non-violent crime, right? So check it. So now we going from block, just kind of cruising with the cars. And she was just fucked up. Like, I don't believe what I'm seeing. These women are beautiful. Why are they out here doing this? Now I said, fuck looking at them. Concentrate on the niggas that's pulling up. Watch the cars, expensive cars. Watch the driver. You know what I mean? You got to pay attention to him. And we see a quirky white man, quirky black man, like Johns all over the place. Pussy is so fucking powerful. Like if a man could imagine to be in a woman's position and being able to walk half naked and get this type of attention. Listen, there's there's a sanitation garage. This shit gets worse. There's a sanitation garage over there. There's about 40 sanitation trucks parked on the side of the street. The girls working between there because sometimes the Johns will fuck them in between the garbage truck. Like, this shit is disgusting. But the girls are literally in between the garbage trucks, or at least on this one block. Anybody that knows East New York and Brooklyn knows what I'm talking about. So we're riding and she's just totally just bugging out. Like, I'm making sure my daughter's just paying attention to the phone. You know what I mean? And we left. You can't keep circling the block after a while, but the girls are waving at me. They're saying hello, good night, but the windows are cracked so they can see me, but they can't. You know what I mean? They can't see my wife in the back. So we drive off, man. No exaggeration, man. Like, I was in total awe. And I was in awe for numerous reasons because I started thinking of so many different things. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I finally got it. And I have to stay on this topic more than anything. Listen to me. Yeah, it sounds like GTA, right? Yeah. If you ever visit New York City, email me at nathaniel@gmail. Let me put my email here. Email me. Better yet, don't even email me. Just hit me on Instagram, right? Hit me on Instagram. Okay. Hit me on let me update this because it's not X Nathaniel TV no more. Right. Just email me. Right. I want to show you my Instagram. Hit me on Instagram and just hit me here so I could tell you exactly where to go. You gotta see this shit. It's fucking unbelievable. But anyway, right? So heading home and everything is starting to make sense. So now Sexy Red's coming on. I'm like, you know what Sexy Red did? Forget the ratchet little project chick around the way. She made this shit for whores. Cause there's not a woman that was on that track. White, black. That was it. White and black. I didn't even see a Hispanic woman out there. And maybe if she was, I didn't know. White and black, because all the Spanish women seen it, they working in the brothels, right? Or they working, out calls and shit. Um, But there's groups. There was a van full of them, so the other ones are watching out. They try, because they gotta have a car out there so somebody could tell them the police is circling the block, shit like that. Cops will get you a lot of times if they pull somebody over and this who's this, what's her name, and he don't know. But they can't get them for soliciting a prostitute because they're not gonna hang their own selves like that unless the guy tried to rob them and do something crazy. But I finally connected the dots. Well, this goes to friends. This goes to family. This goes to celebrities. This goes to the common fucking clown that's traveling across the seas. Let me tell you something. Shout out to all my black porn stars, my brothers that's out there tearing shit up and ain't marrying no slut. Let me tell you something, and I know a lot of y'all could agree, right? You probably got family members that are dating, a woman that just destroyed them. You probably got a homeboy or cousin that moved in with a woman and fucked him all up, but it don't matter. He can't even see it. Let me tell you the power of a whore. Listen to me. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Ever since Lil Wayne said it ain't tricking if you got it, you niggas' heads got fucked up. Back in the 70s and 80s, them pimps looked at a John as the lowest piece of shit because he's a John. You go to the bathroom as a John. You know what I mean? He's like a public toilet because he sleeps with not the prostitute's already a public toilet, but the John was the public because the trick is on him. Then my wife asked, well, how much you think these prostitutes? I said the going rate got to be 300 because you got to think about it. If the national rate for a prostitute is $150 a half an hour. If she's a street prostitute, it's gonna cost 300. Plus, he got to take her to the fucking hotel if he ain't gonna hit it in the car. Right? It's better for them to hit it to do it in the car because they don't gotta go leave the track. They can keep coming back and track. What kind of man would actually go on a track tonight and look at one of them women and actually try to take her out the game and actually try to make her a fucking girlfriend? Most of them. Let me tell you why. My wife even said, why are they doing that? You know why? Because she's looking at the beauty of it. She's looking at the bodies. She's looking at their skin up close. Remember, she's behind a tinted glass. I'm telling you right now, the reason why a lot of sisters are suffering, especially my ladies, they suffering more than anybody. Because chances are your man, if you got one, in most cases, he's a trick. If he if he loves hoes and watches all these prostitutes online, where the fuck is he gonna damn fulfill that dream? What is he gonna do? Where is he gonna go? How is he gonna get it? He has to seek one online or he has to hit a track. You got celebrities out here that got busted buying prostitutes, having them in the cars and all the above. But what I'm noticing now, and I no disrespect to my white ladies, to my Latin women, I don't know a man that married or wifed or has a girlfriend that is black or Hispanic, that is not, excuse me, white or Hispanic, that is not a hoe. I don't know one. One way, every nigga I grew up with that I'm still cool with or close to or somewhat know who they are, every last one of them has gotten desensitized from these decisions. You gotta see that what people don't understand is a nigga will go further. Don't listen to what he says, he's lying. A nigga will go further for that hoe on the street before he goes hard for that lady in the church. I promise you. He will. All of them. Shout out to Lil Crystal. All of them. Number one, he's gonna be enticed. He's gonna be enticed the minute he turn. He's gonna see somebody he like. These ain't no crackhead looking chicks. Yeah, when they was in Wendy's, they looked a little rough because now they probably fucked about 8 niggas within the last hour. So you know what that's gonna look like. You know what a woman looks like after she goes to Wendy's, gets chicken nuggets. She gonna head home and take a shower. These women were so pretty. The only thing a man's gonna do is say, wow, you don't need to be doing this. Even when they're waving at him, he's reading it as, oh, they're waving at me because nobody does. No one. No one waves at him. He interprets these prostitutes as women, as ladies. They checking me out. When she gets in the car, he believes he picked up a chick. No, nigga, it's a prostitute. The black man now has become the biggest supporter of prostitution. He promotes it on YouTube. He promotes it. He has YouTube the biggest right now. If a man wanted to go buy some pussy overseas, all he got to do is put black man in America, Dominican Republic, anything. You understand? The culture is not a culture. It's a lifestyle. You niggas there ain't nothing, you can't call that culture, nigga. That's not a culture. If anything, it's a cult. You rich niggas, Eddie Murphy, I don't give a fuck how. Eddie Murphy, one of the biggest tricks in the game. He used to buy transsexual prostitutes back in LA. You remember he was getting busted? All of these damn major celebrities, these niggas love hoes and they wife them. Whether it's Kanye, whether it's motherfucking Eddie Murphy, whether it's motherfucking Dave Chappelle, all of them, they make housewives from whores. All of them. Even that golf ass nigga, what's his fucking name? Um, that black golfer, that fucking Tiger Woods, all of them. Whether it's listen to me with a hoe. Listen to me how deep this is. A hoe doesn't necessarily mean that you sell pussy. A hoe could be a woman that destroys you. A hoe could be a toxic woman. A hoe could be any woman that the devil co-signs. Okay? There's levels to it, but a hoe is a hoe. Black men are intrigued by hoes. They are not intrigued by ladies. They are not. She got to do a lot more. Not that whole bag. No, the fuck she don't. All he want her to do, just don't go out there. Don't cheat on me. Don't fuck nobody else. You understand? Whether she's a stripper, whether she's a motherfucking walking on a track, whether she's just a dirty bitch that just grew up that way. He loves her. He's intrigued by her. He wipes her. He has babies with her. He does. Sexy Red has a very, very unique way of becoming successful because she's appealing to the masses. Do you know a lady is rare? You know the majority of the population of women are not ladies? Did you know that? Did you know the majority of men are scumbags? You think a scumbag is gonna want what makes him a scumbag? Because he wants that whore. When we cheat, right, ladies, what do you call us? A scumbag, you cheater, you piece of we're the lowest piece of shit. Well, that's in our nature. What's not in our nature, what's not in our motherfucking nature is to marry them. But guess what it is now? Yeah, we all fuck a hoe, whether he pays for her or he took her to damn dinner. One way or another, nigga love a nasty fucking bitch. But once you start making these motherfuckers your household partners and comparing them to black women, the sad part about it, every time I seen a sister out there, I said, well, where else is she gonna go? The black man don't want her when she a lady. So this is the only way she gonna go get her. Any love is gonna be out here. Young, beautiful. Yo, this shit fucked me up, man. It did more damage by the time I got home. Athletes, all these niggas, they get caught buying. I'm telling you right now, if a woman wants the key to a nigga's heart, all she got to do is be a hoe. I'm telling you, all that cooking shit, yeah, if she's a slut, whether she dressed like one, who gonna get more attention? A woman walking that long, beautiful dress on average, or that one walking up the street with the garter belt on her ass out? You're looking at her like, oh, what a nasty whore. Not him. He is not. He want to put his whole face in her fucking ass. Matter of fact, he probably gonna come back there and try to marry her. Cause all he gonna do, he don't want her to stay out there. He black. He's territorial. He don't want to see her with nobody. So he may be back at that track the next day to say, we're gonna stop. You don't need to be out here anymore. Sexy red ain't the issue. The issue is the motherfucking lifestyle. And niggas normalizing that shit. Fuck normalize. They normalized it. It is official. He loves a dirty whore. He loves her. You cannot make a whore into a housewife. It is it is scientifically impossible. History has proven it. You cannot. Once she's engaging in that, she's engaging in that forever. That's like a man that says he was gay 10 years ago and he's straight. He's gay forever. You marry a woman that sold pussy in her past life. You marry a woman that fuck men for money. Now you niggas took it even further. Now y'all go across the seas and do that and brag about it. My father said, Junior, when I was a kid, if a man fuck a prostitute, he might as well stick his damn dick in a pile of garbage. I will never forget those words he said. I'm proud to say. My wife said, you ever do? I said, I ain't never buy no goddamn prostitute on no strip in my life. Ever. A strip? I done been to these countries and had vacations and fucked around and did whatever, but walked out here and got in a car and the nigga got in the motherfucker got in my motherfucking car and how much you want, and we went to a hotel and I parked my never. You know how easy it is for a nigga to fall in love with one of them motherfuckers? First of all, if she's pretty, forget it. If the pussy's crazy, forget he's in. Automatically. Black man fall in love quicker than any race. You think it's that white man? That's bullshit. After you pee in his fucking face, he likes you. You gotta pee and shit in his fucking mouth or put a goddamn strap on for him to follow you. That black man falls in love on sight. You know how you ladies say, you know, a lady knows what she want when she see it. He knows he gonna fall in love with you when he looks at you. He knows it. I don't give a fuck what your body look like. He knows it just on sight. Hold on, President 48. Oh, I can't even read your shit. I'm not gonna even read your comment, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. The fuck out of here, piece of shit. I won't even read your comment. How about that, you piece of fucking garbage? Suck my dick. You may do it. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Fucking clown. Clown nigga. I didn't even read it because I know it's a worthless piece of shit. So anyway, moving along. The reality is this, right? I'm telling you right now, ladies, I am going to be on with it. The only way I'm going to be on with this topic, I just gotta replay what the fuck I seen tonight. This shit got worse. Because now what's happening is the music is promoting it. So now they're not even looked down upon. My wife was like, what in the fuck? But one thing she ain't say, them bitches look terrible. Not one fucking time did she say that. Cause none of them did. They look like models. Let me tell you something. Models are the most approachable, real runway models. The most approachable woman in the world is a model. Facts. They, they're the most approachable woman because everybody's scared of them. They're the most approachable. They're the most sweet. They're the most generous. Trust me on that. But a fucking regular Joe Smo chick walking the street, she's not. She got to be on a track in order for that nigga to even get to her on that caliber. I'm telling you right now, ladies. I'm telling you right now. All that a hoe in the street, a hoe in the sheets, and a freak in the sheets, and a wife in a what is it? How that shit go? A freak in the sheets, a wife in the street. That's bullshit. He wants a slut at all fucking times. Trust me when I tell you, you do that bullshit, you gonna get cheated on even more. Cause the side bitch is just a hoe and she open with it, and he gonna do more for her. Matter of fact, she know more about your business. You don't even know who that she exists. That's the worst fucking damn forbidden fruit a man could ever dive into. The worst. The worst forbidden fruit a man could ever die into is a prostitute. The worst of forbidden fruit is a whore. The worst forbidden fruit, a pretty fucking whore that he paid. Do you know what that does to a man's soul? He might as well just smoke crack and suck a dick. It's the same shit. His soul is gone. The amount of men I seen knowing this shit is illegal, mind you. That's why these niggas go overseas because it's illegal in America. The majority of the states, you go to jail for that shit. They take your fucking car and call your wife. Not in Colombia. Yeah, they gotta rob you and fuck your drink them and probably kill you, but it's they don't, they don't enforce it. You should have seen what I seen out there today. It was so intense. I couldn't even take a camera because they're gonna run away from the camera. I'm pretty sure niggas do it. They roll their window down and show their face, but you know what I mean? I wasn't out there trying to do that. I wanted this vision to say, how in the fuck are these niggas not realizing this is a problem? It's a problem. When your man wants to do freaky shit with you and you think you're keeping him that way, imagine what that whore does. She intrigues him more because she's a whore. Do you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Let's say you the faithful woman, you do all this nice shit, you cook and clean. Yeah, but that hoe, she's different. She's not as attainable as you because you're there already. She's not. So all the shit you was doing with him, he gonna want to do with her. And once she's willing to do it and hang out, next thing you know, he falls in love with her. Now you got a big fucking problem because he fucking you and a prostitute. His goal is to fuck her raw. I'm telling you, man. I'm as a man, I know that asshole. I know that fucking shithole better than anybody. Trust me when I tell you. You gotta beware. If your man watches porn and he don't do nothing else, he's worse. Cause if he was on that track today, he would have fucking fucked with a woman. Cause the porn is gonna intrigue him to do that. See, once you have an influence, it pushes you. Sexy Red, you think she just pushes the little ghetto chick. That's nothing. You got to see these prostitutes and play that song in your mind and tell me this shit matches their lifestyle. Gay people have their lifestyle, their music, right? Racist motherfucking hillbillies got their music. What you think whores ain't got their music? Yeah, back then it was motherfucking Chic and Vanity and all them motherfuckers. Do you want to and Rick James? Now it's motherfucking Sexy Red and hip hop like that. They promote it. So the man on the receiving end, you think he ain't into it? He of course he's into it. What other way for a man to not be into a woman if she's walking in her underwear with her titties out in the fucking middle of the street on a hot summer night? You can't imagine what's on that nigga's mind, and you're not gonna imagine what he would do. You don't you don't think he'll do it? Think about it like this: look around you right now. And tell me if you know a family member that got a so good lady in his life without that nigga being a piece of shit. But how many niggas you know this with a motherfucking slut, hoe, dirty bitch, tramp, and he treat her like a queen? I'm telling you, he treats her like a fucking queen. It's crazy. You have to. This is very simple to figure a man out. He does the opposite of whatever you believe. That's it. And the fact that this situation, you can't stop prostitution. That's like trying to. You can't. How the fuck do you sell the oldest profession in the book? You can't stop that. It's impossible. So if it's impossible to stop that, how the fuck a man doesn't understand it's impossible to marry one and make her into a housewife? She could never be. I don't care how many babies you give her. I'm pretty sure them motherfuckers had a tons of kids. The kids ain't out there. Let me tell you, it's unbelievable. You can't even park your car and watch this because the prostitutes watch that. You park and just sit there and turn your lights off or leave them on, they'll walk another block because you're scaring them away. And once they leave, no cars are gonna go down the block. The cars only go down the block where they're at. They got this shit mapped out. Anybody that lives in a big city, tell me where a track is at, and tell me if I'm lying. That's how they do it. You look at them as a low piece of shit. Niggas is trying to ask them motherfuckers how many niggas is trying to bring them out of the lifestyle every day. They want to marry them. I'll do this for you. I'll put you through school. No. So my wife was like, well, I don't understand. Why would they want that? I said, they're addicted to money. These motherfuckers ain't trying to go to school to make 80,000 a year when they could make that shit in fucking damn nearly 4 months selling ass. You got to think of the logic behind that. I know scammers. He said, "What's the point of me motherfucking working to make 150,000 a year when I could make that shit in the one check?" You got to think about the logic. So they're addicted to the game. The game is they see that they pussy is an income. Fuck they brain. And the man is like, well, shit, I got the income. That's it. I got the income. When we go to the mall and we go to Costco's and we're at Walmart, my wife sees all these Latin women. I said, most of these Latin women are sex workers. Most of them are prostitutes. She said, how could you tell? I said, if you see a man walking with a woman and her skirt is short, her cheeks is showing, she wearing tight this and tight that, fake titties and fake ass, you think it's for him? She don't even got to be on the strip. Spanish women are the only ones that don't got to get on the strip. All they do is they do this shit through the internet. They don't got to get on the strip like the black and white woman because she's top tier in that damn whole game. They go across the seas to fucking marry. These niggas ain't traveling to black and white countries trying to marry these prostitutes. They go into the Latin countries, so she already know her value up here is ridiculous. What what she's worth out there ain't shit, and she's popping. She come to America, she's worth 10 times more. So she can literally make $7,000 a month, and they ain't got to walk a track, cash money. Excuse me, 7,000 a week. My bad. $7,000 a week, working 4 or 5 days a week. That's what she makes cash. Okay, cash. And all her clients is all Trump supporters, Biden support, all of them. Every man loves a fucking whore, one way or another. He does. So you telling me right now, all these motherfucking fake butt girls, how she get all this work done and living in America? What does she do for a living? You think she's working at a dentist office? Maybe back home in Colombia, but not here. She does not. They don't tell you that. Shout out to the Green Vegan, these porn stars. Be straight up. I'm telling you. Black porn stars, male porn stars, they marry non-black sluts. You very rarely gonna see a black porn star marrying a black woman. You know what I mean? Unless she's oblivious. I'm telling you, y'all better pay. Listen, if you like doing all that freaky shit and you feel good and it makes you get off, then that's fine. But beware, be very mindful. When that nigga's in a car by himself, I don't give a fuck if that nigga dropping you off to work. Once that nigga see a glimpse of a prostitute, it's over for you. I'm telling you. That nigga's mind is playtime. Playtime for a man is different. Your playtime, I ain't saying your playtime ain't fucking with another nigga, but as a man, that nigga's playtime is to get some pussy. So how's he gonna get it if he can't get it? He gotta pay for it. And God forbid he pays for it, and this motherfucker sucks the living daylights out of his dick or fuck this shit out of him, and she's pretty, forget it. He gonna be like, bitch, you ain't gotta do this no more. He gonna build a relationship up with her. This generation right now, this is what it is. Old and young, it don't fucking matter. This generation, 2024. How come Sexy Red is so impact? Yeah, on the streets, in the hood, in the urban areas, yeah, they love her beats, they love her like they love the shit she talking, but that shit she talking is that's for a prostitute lifestyle. That shit goes down heavy. And now they got influence, so now they not alone anymore. You should, yo, God, I couldn't believe what the fuck I seen tonight, yo. This ain't no Skid Row, prostitutes looking like they smoking crack and eating dust. None. I'm talking beautiful woman. And anybody, there ain't no transsexuals over that motherfucker because that location, number one, they'll get killed. Somebody will kill them if they find it was a man in the car. And that location is woman. It ain't like Mr. C when Mr. C was out there in Broadway. That's where the transsexuals at. You see any nigga driving his car down there in Bushwick, you know that nigga's gay because that's where they go. You know the strip where niggas know the strip of where the straight girls are gonna be and the men. They know the deal. What did you see? Oh, you didn't see South Irises. Tonight I was on a strip, a prostitute strip in East New York and Brooklyn. And it just solidified and made I look at shit entirely different. I got something new on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your favorite celebrities. Look at your favorite billionaire black man, successful black man. Who do they marry? Whores. When a man is up, he only has access. He has access to everything he don't want. He has access to everything that's good for him. He don't want what's good for him. He want what he couldn't have before. And that whore was not obtainable. So now he got millions of dollars. He could take her out the game. So he thinks. I'm telling you, man, it's like there's a lifestyle out there that's going on that you have no idea. Now that the internet is strong, it's even worse. OnlyFans is for prostitutes. That's a prostitute site. I don't give a fuck how any way you cut it. Trust me, you hit them niggas with the right figures, they gonna fuck you for that damn fucking cheddar. I promise you. Any It's online prostitution. They're paying a monthly subscription. I don't care if you're showing your toes, your fucking fingernails. It's online prostitution. They title this shit so the government don't shut them down. They try to. What happened to that? Yeah, bed page was obviously too obvious because they're on there soliciting sex. You can't put that in words and say 39 an hour and excuse me, 150 an hour. You know what I mean? So they shut that down. Now it's to be called back page. Now it's bed page. The government shut the whole shit down. That's online. OnlyFans, Instagram, all of that shit. Prostitutes are all in the motherfuckers. Facebook. Then you have online communities that just sell it, but these are the main ones. Tinder. Tinder. A woman could work a track and sell pussy on Tinder and actually tell the men where they're gonna be at a certain time. That's the block she's on. She ain't lie. It's crazy. That shit. Let me tell you something right now. Sex sells for this reason. And the man now, the black man has gotten worse. Years ago, a pimp would tell you, fuck out of here. I ain't sticking my dick in none of these hoes. These bitches bring me money. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Them brothers, that dying breed there, the babies boomers, these niggas they had they had parameters, they had boundaries, not this generation. Not this generation. Because now you got to remember it's amplified even more. Just on a digital platform right now, at this time, punch in a fucking Pornhub and look how beautiful the fucking porn stars are. There's no porn stars are not even ugly. So that's just showing you that if a person's like, oh, woman that's ugly, she got to get a pussy away. No, she don't. The prettier ones are fucking doing it. The pretty, the prettier the woman, the bigger the porn star. The majority of them are gorgeous. So that amplifies the pretty woman. She sees, oh wow, I could be doing this. The whole game is another world. It's right in front of your faces. They know they can afford overseas woman for a couple hundred. Well, overseas prostitutes, Green. You got to specify that every time that black shithole says it. They can afford overseas prostitutes for a couple of hundred a month. You can't get no woman for that here. You could. You could have a woman and give her a couple hundred, but it ain't gonna be looking like the way these niggas got it. No way. And if they do, it's a nigga that's a player. On an average man, all day, a nigga could give a woman $50 a month and the bitch would be a baddie. But remember, the type of nigga that's doing that ain't your average nigga. But if we talk about that average nigga. Average nigga right now has to he wants some top tier 10 beautiful model Latin bitch, not even black or white, because he could get that on the strip, right? He got to go to that country because he ain't gonna find her on the strip like that. She's out there, but he ain't gonna know when she's out here. I'm around her, she's around me, but he will never know. He don't know. So when he goes over there to Colombia, forget it. He fucking these bitches for $70. Them niggas over there is tipping them, giving them fucking $500 layouts because they trying to bring them to America. I'm telling you right now, if a man has any desire to your husband, if you coach your husband, well, he just jerks off to porn, you got a bigger problem than you could imagine. Number one, he's already desensitized to his manhood because how you gonna fuck you anyway good and he's already fantasizing about other women. Number two, where's he gonna get that at? He either got to go to a strip, he got to go online and pay for it, or he got to go out the country. And he will do it. He will. God forbid that prostitute cook a mean meal. Fuck it, I can fuck with her. He say he won't, he's lying. That's bullshit. I'm telling you. When the internet went down, that messed up a lot of people money in the oldest profession. Yeah, you gotta listen to me. Listen. Let me tell you something. So what does a girl find a good old fashioned guy? They're not at church. There's no such thing as a good old fashioned guy. That's a great question. No such thing. No such thing. No such thing. There's the guy for you. That's it. You got to look for the guy that God got for you. That's it. So that means you have to accept him for what it is. You know what I mean? When you know it's for you, it's for you. Don't even look any deeper. They're all fucking garbage. One way or another. One way or another, we fucked up. The good news is there's somebody for you. The bad news is the old-fashioned guy does not exist. Too much accessibility. Them days is over. He didn't have that accessibility when he lived in a farm back in the day. He had sons. Everybody else is married. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? He's with his wife. He got to get on a horse and travel like a Little House on the Prairie. I ain't saying them niggas wasn't doing any dirt, but he had to work harder. Not with the fucking internet. Everything is accessible. It brought everybody together in one room. He could get to anything. He get a signal. He ain't even gotta have Wi-Fi. All he got to do is his phone gotta hit a tower. That's it. The old-fashioned guy does not exist. I'm telling you that right now. Listen to me. Let me say it again. No, they don't exist. They don't exist. Now, some women are like, wow, Nate, so what do we do? Again, keep your eyes open for the man that's for you. That's it. Because in that way, if he's for you, you're going to accept him for through thick and thin, all the above. Don't look too deep into it. I'm just telling you, beware his mind is in the fucking gutter, one way or another. Now, you can't fault him on what he thinks. You can't fault him on a thought. It's the action that's what he got to pay for. You can't fault a man for his thoughts. He ain't do it. I'm telling you. That's why that's why this shit is like, man, this shit bug me the fuck out, man. Listen, this is what I'm going to tell you, ladies, man. Seriously, you're competing with a world that's going to suck you in. You're competing with a world that you could never top. Just be mindful that the good thing is there's somebody for everybody. There is a man that is made for you out here. Facts, no question. However, no man is perfect. I'm just gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? If he for you, no man's perfect. That's not average. Because that's not coming every day. You know what I mean? On average, on average, he's nothing but a fucking John. That's it. On average. Old, young, don't fucking matter. If the opportunity arises and the price is right, he gonna do it. On average. You understand? If you got you a man that's made for you, he's made for you, then again, those things will be determined. You know what I mean? Because if he's made for you, he's less likely to do it versus more likely. You understand? There's this certain shit less. I ain't saying he won't. I'm saying he less likely. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's less likely. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of different variables that y'all gotta learn. So don't combobulate your mind and try to figure it out. Just be mindful. The good news is there's somebody for everybody. So beware of that. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. Be mindful that that's the good news. Don't look any deeper. Because if he's made for you, all these other things that I'm telling you don't even matter because once he's made for you, he's less likely to do it. That's the good thing about the connection. It doesn't exonerate him, but he's less likely. He's less likely to do it in this form. If you're married to an average man, if you're if you're married to the average motherfucking guy financially or not, trust me when I tell you, just determine, are you a whore? Because if you're not a whore, then there's a chance he gonna want a whore. And if you are a whore, he ain't going no fucking where. On average. On average. Like you caught this nigga because he wasn't made for you. You caught him because he's all about his looks. He liked the way you sucked his dick. He liked the way you fucked him. All that's unnecessary, shit, the superficial shit. Yes. You gotta determine who you are and how you kept your man. That's for your mind to ponder on. But just understand, you you could never be a true housewife because you know who you really are. You know your history. You know your past. Whether he know about it or not, you do. You know your past, and your past is the present because it does the same. No woman can sit there and tell you she fucked 200 dudes in her goddamn life and they paid for it, or she just did niggas dirty and cheated on this, that one, cheated on this, that, and the third, and call herself the lady the next day. She can't determine that because her past alleviates and kills that. Her past determines your present. Absolutely. Some people say the past, that's bullshit. The past is not the past. If you a hoe, if you a dirty bitch in your damn yesteryear, you're gonna be the same one because you can't erase the past. You got to be mindful of that. If you did a lot of fucked up things, you know what I mean? Well, I did this sexual, I did. Nah, it's the way you did it. You fucked a couple of niggas behind niggas' backs that didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? You got to take that. You got to take a L on that. You with a man that all you do is cheat on him, and a nigga, you know what I mean, be doing what he's supposed to do. What you see, you know what I mean, to be determined. You got to take a L on that. You know who you are. Never forget that. You know the real deal. You and God know what's really going on. You know what I'm talking about. Tell a man that right now. Tell me right now, every lady you know in this game, classy, God fearing. Tell me she don't have a hard time meeting Mister Right. And you tell me if that nasty fucking slut stays with a nigga, she keep a motherfucker. She keeping the more of a hoe she is, the more ruthless she is, the more he ain't going nowhere. You understand? Now these wasn't connections. These were situations. These wasn't connections. They thought it was a connection because he found what he wanted. She took advantage of the clown, and that wasn't meant to be. They made it be. You understand? That's why young women don't dress in relate. Yeah, that's why you see girls now dressing like hoes, because that's what they want. Men want hoes. Period. That's why women are doing that. That's why you see these little girls. They're not only doing it because Sexy Red or the lifestyle is promoting it and the man receiving it. That's what they want. Fuck like. He ain't gonna tell you that. They all want hoes. High school niggas, college niggas, that fucking gamer, that drug dealer, that damn 150K, $100 million nigga. All of them want hoes. And the more money he got, the more he will marry her. He wanna change it into what you are. He wants to change them into who you are. Good luck on that. They don't want a lady no more. They want to convert a hoe into a lady. They want her, but they want your qualities. They don't want you on average. On average. Crazy. Most of these passport bros, country bombers, lanes with no game, growing up in New York City as a young man, easy pulling island women, Latin European systems, automatic. Shout out to Ellie. Ellie, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Did you ever in your life believe that the passport bros had a movement, niggas getting pussy out of states? Or did you see them and say, men that buy pussy out of the country? See, they don't say that. You see what I mean? He never says that. They call them women. They tell the woman check, the women love us, they're prostitute. And when they come there, they're not even reachable. Once they cross that motherfucking border, that's it. That's why you don't want them over here no more. Because he know he gonna leave them. They leave that black shithole quicker than a white man. The white man will keep her for 3-4 years. That black man, the minute she hit this town, she's out on his fucking ass. Because she either gonna want to be with a white man or her own. The nigga can't keep her. He gonna get control the minute she cross over. He wanna make her into a wife. That's why all these niggas is fucking up. You see these divorces, the only time you see celebrities getting divorced, tell me right now, it's either because the nigga was cheating with a slut, right? Or a gay nigga. The only time you will ever see that is when a nigga losing somebody good that you like, that's what he's doing. Mary J. Blige's husband, same shit, fucking prostitutes in this house. This nigga was paying whores to come in that mansion in Jersey. Now, if you see a hoe bag or a dirty bitch that got influence on a nigga, he don't fuck with his family. Uh, she got him just away from everything. How you think she did that? Cause her spirit is of a hoe. See, any woman that destroys a man, good, you know what I mean? Good or bad, she's a hoe. She destroyed him. She desensitizes him as a man, as his perfect, as his honorable human being. See what I mean? So this shit comes in all levels, but at the end of the day, it's on one umbrella. He wifed her. He wifed her. You understand? So you can't feel sorry for him. That's what he chose. That's what he likes. He don't want a lady no more. He don't want a lady. Even that same nigga, oh, sexy red, ugly bitch. Yeah, he'll say all that, but he ain't gonna say shit about the people she talking to. He ain't gonna say shit to her about her fucking community. She ain't gonna say nothing about her lifestyle community because he loves her movement. He just physically not attracted to her. But when them white and half-breed girls are shaking their ass to that sexy red shit, forget it. He'll put his ass in her face. He'll put his whole face in her ass, knowing she fucked a million dicks that night. Ask any prostitute in my line. Ask them to play this back and say he ain't fucking lying. Niggas try to marry me every fucking day. Every day they trying to take me off this track. Tell me I'll put you in the house, I'll get you in school, everything. He don't tell you that. He wants you to bring something to the fucking table. See, if you just put in your mindset, see, I'm a man, so I look at the average man as a piece of fucking garbage. He can't tell me what he tells you because he knows I know him. He knows I'm a man. It ain't gonna work. It'll work with you. He can get over and tell you some bullshit. He can't do it to me. So I'm gonna leave this here. It's been an hour. I think you got the picture. I'm literally hot off the presses with this shit. It's not even been 24 hours. They probably just they out there now. It's 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. They out there now. That's how powerful a woman is. Niggas go on a track. Think about the logic of that. Men don't even have that privilege. A man gotta dress up like a bitch to get that privilege. A man gotta dress up like a fucking woman just to get that privilege. Ain't no man. He gotta dress up like a woman or be gay. Ain't no straight man has the ability where all the homies could sit on the block and have women driving their cars down buying dick. Does not exist. Don't believe him. It does not exist for you. Go right now. All you got to do, you could go anywhere. All you got to do is put a garter belt on and some panties and a bra and some heels and your hair done. Walk outside right now and see how many fucking men stop the car. He walk out there with his shirt off. They call the fucking cops. There's a shirtless man in my neighborhood, not that prostitute. Sorry for calling you a prostitute if you do that, right? But I'm telling you, that's the power of pussy. See, y'all don't know because you woman. I'm telling you, that pussy is powerful. And the more of a hoe you are, the more that nigga go crazy. He love when you cheat. He love when you got 3, 4 niggas. Not when he falls in love when you didn't have that. He loved when he met you and you was like that. Cause he gonna try to change you to be a lady. But once you a lady, you become a hoe, he ain't gonna respect that. He treats you more like a lady when you a slut. You heard what I said, class? Write it down before I leave. He treats you more like a lady when you're a slut. When you're a dirty fucking whore, he addresses you in a nice way. You think he don't come to them prostitutes and treat her and talk all nice and sweet? Of course he does. He treat her better than a guy. He treat her better, and that's how she connects with him. God damn, this nigga treat me like a princess. I gotta use this motherfucker. Is she wrong? He's intrigued by a whore. How do you understand a man? He's intrigued by a whore. Write it down. You want to understand a man? I'm going to give you the jewels right now. He's intrigued by a whore. Now, there's different levels to it, but he's intrigued by a whore. One way or fucking another. And once he puts his hand into that motherfucking Pandora's box, it's over. He's intrigued. Once he touches it, it's over. That's it. It's finished. Whether it's a prostitute or a woman he met in the street, it's done. It's done. You understand? So thank you, Iris. Listen, Let me end it here. Beware. You want to figure his mind out? Yeah. Let him come to your house and dress in a garter belt and some fucking lingerie with the heels and makeup on. See what happens when he walk in that fucking door. See what happens. He ain't gonna say what the fuck are you wearing, why you ain't dressed. He gonna be all over your ass. So that's why them prostitutes dress like that. Cause they know they ain't worried about the motherfucking woman in the car. They don't give a fuck what my wife is thinking. They know at the end of the day that fucking husband looked at me and he damn sure looking too. You understand what I'm saying? He know no matter what the human, it's in our nature. We're intrigued naturally, just in our nature, in our nature. So once that nigga he plays with that forbidden fruit, it's over. All he got to do it is one time. He bought one prostitute. He's a fucking John for life because he could never say he didn't do it. He did. He did it. You understand? So if you have the mindset, old fashioned man does not exist. Yeah, my father was like that with my mother. Your grandfather, you think he was. If he's a man, he's intrigued by a woman, and if he's a man, he's even more intrigued by a slut. That's even more. He could look at the runway model, but that goddamn woman with her legs spread open, and what you think he gonna think of? Old fashioned qualities? Hell no. Only way he gonna turn it down is if the wife looking at him. But if she knows that he could get away with it, he gonna take it. I'm telling you. I've come to the conclusion. That's it. I'm done. No more. And it's getting worse because when you see the man with a non-black fucking woman, what you think she is? That's automatic. Oh, I disagree. They're some sweet ones. No, they're not. That's why they with him. They only with him because he's at his top of his tier. They didn't want him. He wanted her. They never want him. And if she's a non-black woman, she's gonna cheat like a motherfucker on his ass because she's in high demand. That's like a black man that got a white girlfriend. She loves big black cock. How the fuck is he gonna keep that forever? When her nature is to fuck multiple big dicks. Now she got a Latin woman, even worse. Everybody want her. So how's she gonna be loyal to him? Do you understand what I'm saying? He plays with the forbidden fruit and thinks it's exclusive to him. It's never exclusive to him. Because he don't want what's for him. He doesn't want what's for him. He wants a whore. Well, I do some whorish things. That ain't enough. Go do a threesome with a nigga and see what happened. Well, we brought this prostitute into the room with us. We met on OnlyFans and Tinder. You paid her, yeah. Well, chances are he gonna end up with her. That's what he gonna do. You probably did it to make him happy. You made him happy, all right. He gonna start fucking that prostitute y'all paid to do the threesome. That's exactly what will happen. IG is worse. OnlyFans now. All of that shit. OnlyFans, they OnlyFans is listen. OnlyFans was an alternative to porn and the sex trade because you couldn't fuck a prostitute in March of 2020. You would die. So they had to give you an online sensation experience. And it kept going. It never stopped. It's too successful. So once niggas started paying $5, see, you gotta think about it. A woman charges $5, a prostitute charges $5 a membership, and she got 20,000 followers. Do the math. Same thing with that Colombian prostitute. She got 100 niggas paying her fucking $200, $100 a month. That shit adds up. That's an income. It may not be a job, but it's a fucking income, and it's professional because they're getting paid for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna visit this again. Just beware. Whenever I show you on my community board a black man with a non-black woman, she's her hoe. That's why she's with him. He with her because she turned him out. The question, you should only know about black love if your mother and father was together. That's the only black love you should believe. And even then, you don't know what your father was fucking doing. But you know they've been with your mother and father for 50 years. You can run with that. You understand? Y'all can put the questions together. We'll talk about this on the next live stream. I'm telling you. I found the jewel tonight. I got it. That's it. That's the fucking problem. He want a whore. Yeah, he makes excuses. Oh, I didn't want no black bitch with no nappy hair. Well, how the fuck? What kind of woman is gonna be with him? He only loves hoes. Any black man, these niggas don't want no fucking lady. 2% of these niggas got one. You got the Denzel Washingtons and the Samuel Jacksons, but once again, that's not average. These men are with their lifelong partners that were meant to be with them. These motherfuckers here trying to make a hoe into a lifelong partner. They trying to make a motherfucking whore into damn Magic Johnson's wife. That's on average. That's on average, exactly. The B mindset, we not playing, I'm telling you. So just beware. It's official. He loves whores. He loves whores more than anybody. His music promotes it. Look at our damn music. Look at our videos. Look at the strip clubs. Look at the damn reality shows. Look at Saweetie and Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. They have to promote sex because black men, right now, the culture of sex for a black man is hoes, 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 hoes. That's why all that booty music is popping. That's why Sexy Red is the biggest fucking female damn rap artist in the country right now. It's up, okay? It's up. So be mindful. That's why. Fuck knocking her. Yeah, she ain't the best looking motherfucker, but at the end of the goddamn day, she's successful and the kids love her. Cause she's a dirty slut. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk later. Peace.